Hey, I'm Pete. You can call me Peter, Petey, Pedro, Pete, whatever you want, whatever tickles your fancy. But I'm here today because I want to talk about something. I heard some news that concerns me, and it pertains to the latest Hitman game being developed by IO Interactive and published by Square Enix. Now, Hitman's going to be released later this year, December 8th. We'll be getting a digital release. A physical one will come later, but for right now, we're getting a digital release. Here's my problem with that digital release. IO Interactive has decided to not release the complete game on December 8th. And that blows my mind. It blows my mind. I don't understand why they think that would be a good idea. It doesn't make sense to me. Here's what they said. Here's what IO Interactive said. It's what we release on December 8th is not the full game. It is a sizable chunk of it. Throughout 2016, we'll release more locations and missions until the story arc is done and finished. All of that content is included in the $60 price. Why are you doing that? I've heard some things saying like, if they wanted to release the whole thing, we'd have to wait. So then let's wait! You're coming out directly after Battlefront. You're coming out after Fallout. You're coming out after Call of Duty. Why wouldn't you just wait? Alright, so now the way this is going to work, and I have a little analogy. Here is a peanut butter sandwich. This is a peanut butter sandwich. I couldn't find jelly. Peanut butter sandwich. Delicious. Okay, here's Hitman. This is Hitman in my mind. Alright, now Hitman is full. It is complete. It is ready to go. I'm going to give you $60 for that. What IO Interactive is doing is they're going, give me $60 and you can have this much. But don't worry, you'll get this later. However, this isn't an early access game. Here's what they said. Early access can often mean something unfinished or unpolished. That's simply not the approach we're taking. All of the content we release live to our players will be complete and polished. Whether that's the locations and missions we release on December 8th, the live events, or the locations and missions that we will release in 2016. It will always be a polished Hitman experience. I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to take the whole idea of early access out of our head. No. Don't. We finished it. We finished the game. Believe me. No, wait. Stop. Give us your money. We finished the game. We're trying something out here. We're trying it out. You might not call it an early access game. Okay. But you're treating it like a season pass. For a season pass, for the Batman Arkham Knight season pass, we pay $40 for content that we're still unsure of. But the thing is, we get it all, but just not yet. Just later. Just down the line. Don't worry. We'll take your $40. We'll take all your money. But you don't get all our content. Yet. Now, season passes, they've been happening for a while, and I hate season passes. But it's part of the industry now, and it's something we have to live with. This is not just downloadable content. This is a full game, $60 for a Hitman game, a pretty big franchise. Now, don't get me wrong; it's not like a Call of Duty or Halo or a Madden. One of the frat boy college party games. Don't worry if that's what you play. Do you? Woo! Party on! This is still a pretty big franchise. This has a following, and that following does not like this news. I've looked on the forums, I've looked at the comment sections, and a lot of people do not like this. Now, they also said that Hitman is not episodic. And the reason why is that we think the word episodic sets up the expectation that we will sell individual content drops for individual prices. But that's not something we're planning to do. That said, there are some episodic elements to the story in a sense that it's delivered in chunks over time. So experiencing the story will probably feel episodic. But there is also a ton of other content, including live events, which have nothing to do with the story. We'll also be improving and changing the game constantly whilst you're playing it. Our ambition is to have a stream of content available from December 8th until the story arc is finished. When you pay the $60, when you give IO Interactive and Square Enix your money for Hitman, for part of Hitman, not the whole Hitman, you only get parts. You get the bald head, you don't get the body and the red tie. When you give them the $60, you will probably not know what the rest of the content will be. Which means we do not know when the story arc will finish. We don't know how much we're getting. I'm sure as we near December 8th, we'll learn more about what's releasing on December 8th. We're still not going to know what's coming out later down the line. It's like, if I go back to this peanut butter sandwich, 2 months from December 8th, you get this much. Okay. Woo! Yeah, cool. Woo! Now, you know, a total of 3 months from December 8th, you get this much. Now, total of 4 months, you get the last bit. But the thing is, we don't know what these pieces are. I don't know what any of these are. And we're not going to know what they are until a little bit before. You know, we'll get a teaser trailer. We'll get... that's good. We'll get video clips and footage and them posting up weird worded blog posts. But you don't know what you're getting for the $60. I'm going to be really cynical about this. And I'm just going to state something that frightens me about this release. If you take a look at this sandwich, let's say this is what we get on December 8th. Right there. We know we're getting this. It's November. They're giving us footage. They're telling us exactly what we want to know about this piece of content. Now, what's to stop them from at some point, let's say they go, you know, let's end the story arc here, you know, with these 2 pieces of content. Let's end the story arc here and then charge this for DLC. Now, if you remember that quote, our ambition is to have a stream of content available from December 8th until the story arc is finished. That means after there will be downloadable content. It's coming. What's the story arc? When does it end? We don't know where they're gonna draw that line. I could be overreacting, and maybe it'll be alright. You know, maybe they're gonna come out, they're gonna tell us what we're getting, you know, they're gonna do everything perfectly, and we're gonna get a great polished Hitman game. But I can't believe that yet. I can't believe that until they come out with an announcement or press release or blog post telling us exactly what they're doing. Because I don't want to be cynical, but in an industry when a Halo 5 collector's edition that costs $250 doesn't come with a physical copy of the game, you have to be cynical. You have to always think worst case scenario. And you know, I don't want to do that. I don't want to think like that. I want the game to be great. I want a Hitman game that surpasses Blood Money. But an announcement like this, it gets me worried. It makes me concerned. How can you deliver a complete Hitman experience when you're only giving us a part of the game at a time? Until I see something that justifies a release like this, I will wait for the full release in one package rather than spending my money on a whim. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to sound like an entitled gamer. I don't want to sound like I'm whining or I'm being a brat about it. I just want to be a wise consumer. I want to be a wise customer. I don't want to give my money to a company unless I know what I'm getting. That's all I have to say on the matter. Thank you for listening to my rant. If you want to talk about it, leave a comment. I'll comment back. Maybe somebody can convince me. Maybe somebody can say, you know, well, you didn't think of it like this or like this. And I'll change my mind. Maybe the reason for this is there and I'm just not seeing it. Maybe you can let me know. There's a lot of maybes going on right now, but we'll just have to wait and see. So, thank you for watching. Till next time.